back to Realms Roleplay, Night City Stories. We're so happy that you are here to join us, and where we last left off, our band of bandits just pulled off the greatest deep fake or whatever. I don't even know what it was. It was amazing. Everybody came together and convinced the Novas that Zigzag is essentially their new leader for now after Bit's untimely demise. So we ended with you all en route to a manor on the outskirts of town, which you believe is owned and resided in by the true leader of the Novas, and nobody knows their identity. So before you all arrive, is there anything that you'd like to do in the car before you get there? Maybe. Yes, Ruby.
I'd like to text Juno and see if she's got an update on Fennec and Jafari. And also to say, can you get us some extra deets on this manor that we're headed to?
Yes.
Like floor plan or, you know.
Okay, awesome. So you text Juno, and she doesn't text you back.
How dare you?
Denied.
How dare you?
She's busy.
I'm going to text back and say, you better not be doing what I think you're doing. ... Angry face, swearing across the mouth emoji.
Yep, she doesn't text you back.
I am going to be honest, I'm a little worried she's not having sex with Calypso and instead she is dead. I am concerned about her aliveness.
More than just her...
Listen,
yes.
when you lie down with assassins, you wake up dead.
You get assassined.
You wake up dead.
Wait a minute.
Wow, that's concerning. I'm just gonna think on that for a little while. Anyone else want to do anything?
Can I roll for brooding?
Yeah.
Zigzag would like to brood.
Go ahead and give me a brooding roll.
Excellent.
Let's just make it a...
In your new position of power.
Let's make it I don't even know. Just roll whatever you want.
This is my... It's going to be a
concentration.
Cool, I think it's just cool. How cool am I right now with my brooding?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
it could
that.
be like
Obviously.
concentration and mental toughness.
That's a 16 for cool.
Yeah, so you are doing your best to brood and be cool.
Hell fucking yeah.
You see Ma like hands you a tissue and she's like,
I don't take it. I'm not even gonna look at her. I'm not looking at her.
She tries to hand you a tissue, you don't look at her. So you're, in your mind, you are like the coolest person right now, just like brooding, the wind's blowing in your hair. That's not the picture that everybody else sees though.
No, the windows are up, right?
The windows are up. Zigzag is looking kind of a mess. But
for the first time, I don't really care what other people are thinking about me. I'm brooding.
I would like to search the AV for snacks, specifically shrimp, but I will take whatever.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So
if you find shrimp, this AV smells bad.
Well, it's in the shrimp compartment, probably.
So
I feel like I'm probably like sleeping with my legs up on like a seat or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a luck check for me.
Okay. So is it just... Wait, is luck... There's no extra on luck.
Or actually, let's do perception instead of luck.
Okay, because I'm searching for snacks, but I'm really just looking around. I'm looking for food, but if I find other things, I'm very open to finding other things. Oh, wait, I just re-rolled. Do I need shit.
It's fine. Just use whatever you just rolled.
Okay. What was it? Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $19.
Okay, so you are looking around for food, and you find there's like a mini fridge in there, and in the mini fridge there's like little bottles of water, and there's like a yogurt, and it's like half eaten, You also find like some sandwiches in there, but no shrimp.
Okay. I kind of come back out. I'm like, I found sandwiches. Is anybody hungry? Not you, Gizmo.
I'm just snoring.
I think I'm good.
Actually, I wake Gizmo up. I'm like, all right,
Huh?
do you want a sandwich, man? Here.
Uh,
I'm still mad at you. You can't have
sit
any of my
on
stuff,
chest.
but here.
I just let it sit on my chest and I go back to sleep.
Awesome. So you all have a little moment to kind of relax after all the craziness has happened. And as you arrive at the manor, you see that there are tons of people outside, like tending the grounds, trimming the hedges, mowing the lawn. There's like this massive pool out back, and there's some people swimming laps. So it's like it looks like it's a public facility, but this is a private manor. There are people everywhere. And as you like start to land in front of the manor, you see some attendants who are like kind of dressed like butlers coming out to greet you. So Ma kind of looks over at you all and she's like, okay, what's the plan here?
Well, I think it's best if you stay in the AV and we'll head out and we'll take care of business.
If you say so. You see Ma like kind of starts polishing her gun, and Bug is in the front in the driver's seat, and he's like, let me know if we need to make a quick getaway. All right, so you all...
Can I just before we go in, can I listen in on my radio implant and see if I can hear any untoward chatter?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and do like a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, 10, huh? 29. Yeesh.
29. My goodness. Okay, so Ruby,
My starting point's like 21, so it goes.
you like hone into all the different radio frequencies. You hear people like having private conversations in different areas of the house. Like you can kind of tune to different channels like you would if you were at a radio. And you hear somewhere in the house, you can't really tell where, you hear someone having a conversation and saying something like, you hear someone say, we haven't heard from Bit in a while. I'm starting to think that he may be compromised.
All right. Okay, so I tell the others.
Awesome.
Are we currently being led in
heard
as
that.
this is happening?
No, you're still in the AV. The butlers are outside, standing outside the AV waiting for you to get out.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Ruby and see that she's, kind of assessing everything and just be like, what's going on? Do we have to be ready for something?
Well, it sounds like that they're suspicious about Bit not being around. So someone in there was talking to Bit beforehand.
Okay. I charge up my big
How do we want to
nuts.
approach this?
Just in case,
Big nuts. Well, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. No Novas communicate with the head Novas other than Bit. And so as far as they know, our lie is still good. The Highriders are the ones who killed Bit, and now we're here to extend a hand of friendship. And
Well,
if they disagree,
good
we
point.
murder them.
One of the butlers knocks on the window and he's like, pardon me, this is private property. You're going to have to leave.
I look at Sid and I'm like, they definitely have good shrimp here.
Oh yeah, keep an eye out.
Zigzag opens the door and she's like, we're here to talk to the masters of the house.
They kind of
She
look at each other
hops
and
out.
You just get out of the car, okay? So yeah, you just get out of the car, and they're like, "Oh, ma'am, you can't
I'm gonna
go
just
in there."
start walking towards the front of the house.
And then I follow.
And I'm
so-
gonna follow her.
Yeah.
I follow as well.
Raven.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, so you all just like start walking towards the house, and the butlers are like trying to be polite and just completely being trampled like doormats. And they're like, "Excuse me," just chasing behind you. So you get into the manor, and it's like this really ornate.
The security here is suspect. I'm not going to make any references, but it's suspect.
You have not seen any people with guns or anything like that. Like, it seems like it's a vacation home. So you walk inside. There are folks carrying around dishes full of like, you see one has a whole roast on it. Other people have like hors d'oeuvres that they're carrying around. There's like, you can see further in the house, there's this really long table, and it has this like crazy spread on it. There's some
my
people
attention.
who are like dressed in recreational sports gear, like somebody has like a tennis outfit on with a racket, and they're like, "Come on, like we gotta go to our match." So you see that there are people just kind of going about their day. They don't even care that you're here. They're not bothered by you being here at all. So yeah, as you get inside, you see all of this happening. What would you like to do?
I stop everybody. I'm like, there's something wrong here. I say this kind of quietly. This should not be. It shouldn't be this easy to come in here. There's something very, very wrong here.
Did we, like, come here with, like, the other Nova people?
No, I don't think so.
I think we
No.
sent them all underground waiting for me to call
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
I
we
said-
sent them underground.
Yeah, I said muster the rest of the Novas and I'll call on you with more instructions.
Cool.
Can we
Either-
see cameras?
Go ahead and make a perception check, whoever would like to.
I'm happy to if you want.
Yeah.
24.
Okay, awesome. You see that there are some security cameras in different corners of the room. On a 24, you also notice that all of the people walking around, like even the people who are like in their casual tennis attire, all have like knives and guns on them. And so like all of these people are armed and ready to fight at a moment's notice, but there's nobody who's like guarding anything or security. Like, you get the impression that these people are confident enough in their abilities that if somebody were to start something, that they could handle it, and they're not really concerned about that. But you do see that there are cameras. You do, from what you did earlier with your radio check, you can hear that there are different conversations happening throughout the house, and there are folks who are chattering about different things going on around the manor.
But the cameras don't look like they're following us or anything. They're just static, like, you know.
You can't really tell. They're like round cameras with like a
right, yeah.
dark glass on them.
Like
so you can't
casino
really see.
cameras. Yeah. Okay.
Can I?
All right.
Unless someone else was going to do something. Zigzag's going to be rash and do something stupid.
I am trying to have the conversation, and I don't feel like we kind of finished this conversation. I'm trying to keep everyone's attention. There's something very wrong here. We just showed up here. They just let us in. This is like the top secret head of the Novas. Like, anybody? No? Doesn't...
Zigzag is going to grab the arm, ignoring Sid, grab the arm of like someone walking by and be like, "Excuse me, can you point the way to the Lord or lady of the house?"
You see the person turns to you and they're like, "Yes, ma'am. Up the stairs in third bedroom on the left."
We're
Thank you
definitely
so
going to
much.
die. I turned to Gizmo and I'm like, "Listen, let's go find the shrimp. I'm going to have a good last meal."
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There's a roast actually. That even looks better.
Okay. All right. No, I can go
Guys,
for some roast. Just give us a minute,
we're
okay?
gonna peek around the kitchen. It seems like they'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I'm going to take a moment and just say, if this place is as dangerous as you all think it is, maybe we should all stick together and stop focusing on food and focus on the plan.
Sustenance.
We're gonna die. I want to eat. What's
No
the plan?
No time.
Okay.
Fine.
So what is the plan, Ruby? Exactly? Explain to me.
Zigzag.
Here's the plan. We're gonna go have a lovely chat with the Lord and or lady of the house.
About what?
about what we discussed in the car. We need their help.
Do we have a copy of that video to prove?
Yeah, we don't have any Nova witnesses either, so we kind of just came in here to say that somebody is dead and, ooh, trust us.
Yeah, we still have the hollow disc.
Okay.
They presumably can contact another Nova, and if not, we can connect them with them. I don't think this is that complicated.
All right, it's just freaking me out that it's that easy to get to this person.
Literally already in here. It's not going to get any worse, you know.
It's not going to get any better.
Shh, don't say that. It can only get worse from here.
Sure. But, I mean, unless you have a brilliant plan, I don't think there's any sneaking around. You guys pointed out the cameras.
No,
We're here to
That
talk.
doesn't involve eating shrimp.
That is true.
We were going to have roast, thank you very much, but fine. Let's just go.
Right.
Let's just go.
I head up the stairs to where the lovely assistant has pointed us. Does it look like there's more people as we go up another floor?
So yeah, as you go upstairs,
He's prepping defense stats. He's
Yeah.
and, a machine gun has 7d6 damage.
So as you go upstairs, you see that there are some people in the hallways, pushing carts, like laundry carts or whatever. You see that there are other folks who are kind of, in their evening wear, going in and out of different rooms. There are some people just kind of lounging in the foyer area when you first get to the top of the stairs, and they're drinking wine and stuff like that. So yeah, it's the same as downstairs up here. They're just people kind of living their life and going about their day.
Are there any trays of hors d'oeuvres or wine that we're passing by as we go up? I'm just curious.
Not upstairs, no.
Okay. Damn it. Okay.
But there is wine. Ruby's going to grab a glass of wine as she goes.
Out of somebody's hand?
No, he said trays of wine.
He said no trays. No trays.
There are people. I mean, there is a tray, but there are two people. It's like two chairs, a table, and on the table is a thing of wine. These people have been pouring glasses.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Well, I mean, you can still grab it if you want. I wanted to set the scene for you.
That's
Okay.
all right. She'll be all right. She'll survive the morning.
Okay. So, do you want to go to the room that you were told about?
Yes, and as we're walking there, I want to be like, Ruby, can you tell with your special ears if this is the place that you, if this is the same room you heard the chatter in?
Yeah, I suppose that I can I roll to see if I'm getting closer to the signal? Excuse me. 28.
I mean, shoot. Okay, cool. Once.
No, I'm sorry, but it's
Oh no, I was
reason.
trying to respond to somebody over here, and I was typing over here. And so,
okay,
yes.
okay.
He's not even paying attention.
Okay.
So
Got nothing to
28.
do with me.
Yes, you hear feedback from the channel that you were listening to, so you feel like you're getting closer.
Okay, but we don't hear any more talk.
It's kind of garbled now
Right.
because you're so close, so you can't really make out what
Oh,
they're
that makes
saying.
sense.
But yeah, so do you go into the room? Yeah, okay. So you knock on the door,
All right, I'm in.
and a 6'1", super muscular woman with a really long braid hung over her shoulder opens the door, and as she does, she looks at Sid, and anyone who would like to can make a human perception check.
May.
I will do.
I'm looking right back at her.
A human perception check?
Let's
Mhm.
see what.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I have no
Getting
bonuses.
better.
17.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
5.
Okay.
I do not
32.
perceive.
32. Okay. Ruby, you can also make a local expert check.
She's 6 foot. How much again?
One.
Just curious.
29.
My gosh. Okay, so Ruby, the rest of you are
I'm a
like,
fixer.
the rest of you are like, oh, okay. I guess this person is in charge or whatever. But Ruby, you know that this is Helvenica, and you know that she and Sid used to be partners when you all were at Omni-Sec together. And hold on a second.
Wait, is her name Helvetica, like the font?
No, Helvenica.
Then
Like Helvenica. So close to the font, but a little different.
Very close to the font. Got it. Excellent. I was like,
And when
I
you
couldn't
say-
possibly have heard that right.
and this was partners with Sid before Sid went into the assassin business.
So you know that this person also worked with y'all in some capacity, and that they, her and Sid were partners, and you know that like after Sid had her accident, their relationship kind of fell off, as far as you know.
Do I remember her?
No.
Okay, so I'm just like dazzled. That's all. I'm just standing there dazzled. Just like, wow, she makes me feel things, and I'm not sure. This is just like me thinking this.
Yeah, so
Feeling
she
things.
like she's locks eyes with you for a moment, and then kind of snaps out of it, and she's like, who are you, and why are you here?
Oh, hello. I'm Zigzag. You might also know me as Roxy Benito, and we're here to talk to the Lord and or Lady of the house.
So as you say Roxy Benito, it's like everybody in the whole manor
Yeah, that
freezes
was
and
not
kind of turns to
smart.
look at you, and they all look at Helvenica, and you see she's like, okay, yeah, why don't we talk? And she kind of gives everybody a look, and everything goes back to normal. And she's like, let me change real quick. So she closes the door and goes to change. So you have a few minutes to chat before she
I'm
comes
sorry.
back.
What was she wearing before?
She was wearing like, you know, like a cardigan and like, you know, really casual, comfortable clothes.
Rich people clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Just
She's
Can
gonna
I
be
look
come
at
out
picture.
full body armor. I guess we should have just killed her now when she
Yeah.
was not wearing armor. But...
Okay, so we have a moment. I turn to Ruby and I go, I don't know, maybe I just am attracted to her, but I'm feeling something here for her.
I'm gonna say, why did she just say, "Who are you?" to us, Sid? That's Helvenica. That's your partner from Omni-Sec. You don't remember that?
No.
You know her?
Yeah, you know her? Why didn't you say
Yeah,
something?
they used to work together.
I didn't know. I don't remember her. What happened? Tell
At
me.
all? I don't know what happened. But you guys were super close. And then as far as I know, you just kind of drifted away. But for her to
Wow.
say, "Who are you?" when she obviously knows you makes me very, very nervous.
Can I look around to see if I recognize anybody? Maybe,
But-
I mean, I haven't been here before, but I was part of the family, and I do want to see if I recognize anyone.
Okay, and as
Absolutely.
Raven does that, I just don't want to lose the thread of this because, like, but she knows you too, Ruby, right? Then she would know you too. Did she?
Well, I don't know if she knew me, like I knew her in relation to you, but I mean, we never hung out or spent time together, so I kind of only knew her as your partner. So I mean, she should, but it's possible that she
Well, she didn't seem to
doesn't
react to
remember
you.
me. Pardon?
She didn't seem to react to either of you at all.
No.
Oh no, we locked eyes. There was something. That's the thing. I couldn't tell. I thought it was just maybe a spark or something, but there was definitely something. And I don't know. Like when you say partner, Ruby, what do you?
All right, now I'm convinced we might die.
I told you we should have eaten the shrimp.
So
I'm just gonna
Raven-
grab somebody walking by real quick and be like, "Hey, can I smoke in here?"
Raven, can you give me a perception check? Gizmo, as you grab somebody, you see the guy turns to you and he's like, I am. And keeps walking.
Just pulling out, light one up.
Okay, 21.
Awesome. So, you see Merrick, who is like kind of like a low level, grunt in the Novas, somebody that you knew just from different jobs that you were doing. And you see that he's over by the window, trying to get like a basket of fruits and stuff together for a picnic. Like he has it kind of propped up on the window and he's like messing around with it. So he hasn't seen you yet.
Cool. I don't know how much time we have, but I'm gonna walk over and say hello.
It probably takes a couple minutes to put on like the heaviest Kevlar you can find, and or like sort of connect yourself to a battle mech. So
There are a lot of buckles, I think.
yeah.
I'm gonna get changed from my regular self into my killing machine.
Yeah.
self.
I have to take my arms off and attach cannons, so it's complicated.
So Gizmo, you light up a cigarette. Raven, you walk up to talk to Merrick, and as you do, Helvenica opens the door. And so Raven, you go up to Merrick, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Raven, it's so good to see you again. What are you doing here?"
Oh, same old, same old. How are you? And we do like this like secret handshake or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah," and you do like this really elaborate over-the-top handshake.
And I'm just kind of watching from across the room, like, does everybody fucking know somebody here?
And you see that he's like, "Oh, I did such a good job that my sheriff sent me here, and he kind of, said I deserve some time off. So I'm having a picnic with some of the guys down by the pool. You should come hang out."
Oh, that's super sick. Can I, from where I'm standing, see Helvenica from the doorway?
Yeah, you can.
What's she dressed as? Just out of curiosity.
Sure. So for the rest of you, Helvenica opens the door. You see she has
Clown.
she's wearing this like really ornate uniform. You Raven recognize it as a uniform that like high-ranking folks in the Novas wear. Bit wasn't high-ranking enough to have this, so you can tell that she outranks him by quite a bit. It has like a shoulder pad and like a half cape. She has like 2 swords at either side, and like she has like a couple of like badges with the Nova like symbols on her chest.
This one's for shooting a person. This one's for larceny.
The seal's for marksmanship.
And this one is just for camping. We went on a big camping trip.
So yeah, she kind of comes out and she's like, "All right, I have some business to attend to later, so I just wanted to get dressed for the day. Why don't we go somewhere more private and talk, Benito?"
Yeah, absolutely. And you can catch up with some of your old friends.
Old friends?
Oh, sorry, do you not know each other?
You see, she looks at Ruby and Sid and kind of like her eyes dart and she's like, "Never met any of you before. First time."
Do I
Don't
believe her?
I don't even, it doesn't even matter because it's going to talk like, listen, I understand you want to pull a Mariah. I don't even know her or whatever you're doing here. Don't even try.
Look, all right, I have a busy schedule. If you want to talk, this is the time to do it.
Didn't you want to lead us somewhere?
She kind of like squints her eyes at you. She's like, "Let's go." And starts to lead you back down the hallway the other way.
You were the one who said, "Let's go somewhere," and then you were complaining we were
Don't
still standing in the hallway.
antagonize. Don't antagonize.
So,
We're just gonna go along. We're just gonna go along.
Raven, you are over there with Merrick, and you see he's like, okay, well, I need to get to the pool. Are you coming or no?
Yeah, sorry. Can I, get a brain check on that? I would totally like to catch up sometime and, hang back out with the boys again. But I do kind of have to go with them really quick, just something really quick that I gotta take care of.
Okay, well, it was good to see you. Oh, hey, by the way, he reaches into the basket and hands you like a little container of shrimp, and he's like, "Yeah, here. Do you like shrimp? They have so much shrimp here, and actually, I'm allergic to seafood, so
Oh no.
I was gonna try to give this away to somebody, but do you want it?"
Yeah, no, I'll totally take it off your hands.
Okay, great. And so he hands you the shrimp, and he's like, "Well, it was good to see you, and I hope I see you later."
Yeah, it was great seeing you too. And I look back at the group. I'm like, right, well, bye. And I take off down the hallway.
Awesome. So you head off with the group, and Helvenica leads you to like around a bunch of widening hallways to the back of the manor, and you enter like these really large oak double doors. And as you enter those double doors, there's like a large room that is almost as big as the foyer of the house when you first enter it. And at the other side of the room is a really large desk and this ornate chair behind the desk that kind of looks like a throne. And sitting in that chair is a woman that you don't recognize, and she has a bunch of screens behind her and in front of her as well. And on the screens, you can see, Ruby, all the different feeds of the cameras from the house. And you see that she also has a bunch of robots, like little round robots on her desk. And you can see around the room there are other versions of those little robots that are like doing chores around the room and organizing papers and stuff like that. So when you walk into the room, Helvenica gets down on one knee and she's like, "I'm sorry to disturb you, but I thought this was an urgent matter that I should bring to your attention."
I stifle a gasp because I thought she was going to propose for a second.
You see the person in the chair kind of motions for you to come in. And Helvenica turns to leave, and before she does, she kind of stops for a moment and catches eyes with you again, Sid, and then shuffles off out of the room. And the little robots like close the door behind her. And so now you're in this large room with this person at the other side behind the desk.
Are there any guards or anything else in there, or is it just us and this person?
Just you, that person, and the little robots.
Okay.
How many little robots are there? Do I have to roll for perception for that, or?
No, you don't have to do that. Hold on.
I just
Roll
need to
for
know how many
bots.
we're gonna have to kill when eventually they turn on us with
Yeah.
the big
And by
violent
little-
rats.
Is it Jurassic Park 2 with the little guys?
So there are 16 robots in here, and that are activated right now.
And by
Okay,
little, do you
weaponized.
mean like up to your knee or the size of your hand or?
Like the size
Or-
of a Roomba. Like they're big enough to where like you
Oh,
notice
damn.
them, but like yeah,
Big.
Right.
and they're round. They're not flat, so they're like little balls, little round balls.
Little BB-8s.
Like
Yeah,
a
little-
Do they
triple.
have legs, or do they
Yeah.
scoot around like a Roomba does?
They have like little legs that are kind of like spider legs that they move around with.
They make the
Like
sound.
We-
one
Many of them
from
have a
Infinity
cat
Train.
on them.
Like one from Infinity Train. Yes.
Fantastic, thank you.
And
Would we need to roll a perception check to know if they're weaponized or not?
you can try, yeah, sure. You can do a basic tech check to see if you recognize what kind of tech it is.
Do it, tech boy.
Okay. Let's see. Tech boy.
Yeah, tech boy.
We'll roll a 2.
Good thing my tech is pretty dope.
I have a 15.
Oh, I got a crit. Okay, so.
Oh snap! Okay.
So roll another one.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
29.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Gizmo, you know exactly what these are. These are some of the latest and greatest security and maintenance drones that Omni-Sec makes. And these robots can do surveillance. They can do basic tasks that normally would be like service jobs, and they also can be weaponized for espionage.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of like give everybody the heads up, like, just so you know, these little cute guys aren't entirely friendly, so word for the wise.
I kneel down to look at one. I open the shrimp Tupperware container and offer one shrimp to one of the robots.
Are you kidding me?
We're like, when did you get shrimp?
Where did you get shrimp? You didn't give any of us any of it to us.
I do not hear it. I give shrimp to robot.
Raven, you want us to like you?
Can I turn to Zigzag and just quietly ask her, how much connection do the Benitos have to Omni-Sec?
No, none.
So we're just standing there, and this person is.
Just
what's
talking,
the person at
yeah.
the desk doing?
Probably observing.
Okay, awesome. So
Watching our weird
It's
behavior.
rolling die to see how quickly we're all gonna. She's gonna kill us all. Is that what's happening? Is that
so
what
all
you're
this is happening pretty quick. So it's not like there's an awkward pause for her just watching you. So you walk in and all that stuff happens. Raven, you give a shrimp to one of the little robots, and its little like leg turns into like a little claw, and it takes it, and then like its body opens up and it puts it into its body, and then you see like a little green light go around it, and it opens up on the other side, and then 2 shrimp come out.
I pat its little head and I take the shrimp and I put it in the Tupperware.
Awesome.
I'm like loudly clear my throat and look right at Raven.
Oh, what? Yes. And I like get up really quick.
So the person at the desk has not been paying you any attention. They are like on their laptops and monitoring stuff. So they have a visor on that kind of obscures their face. And yeah, so you're just in here with this person and these robots.
I'm just gonna look at everybody like, does this person know we're in here?
We were just announced,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but like,
I softly clear my throat. At him.
Awesome. So after Sid loudly cleared her throat and Raven softly clears her throat, you see one of the little robots comes up and kind of like its body opens up, and a like little camera is in its body, and it like zooms in on your faces, and then your faces pop up on the screens over there. And as your faces are popping up on the screens, you see information about each of you. All the public records about each of you is popping up.
I nervously throw a shrimp inside. My mouth's still open.
Yeah, you throw a shrimp at it, and it kind of like slides down the lens, but the information is still there. The robot closes up and prints another shrimp, and you see the
prints another shrimp.
so
I put them in my Tupperware.
so is my real name up there?
So you can see that there's an image of each of you up there, and there is text, but it's in a language that you don't recognize.
Okay. Right, but
She
my
doesn't
real name.
recognize or- Sorry.
I mean, you could assume that your name is up there, but you aren't able to read the language. That's up
Oh,
there.
the characters are. Oh, got it. Okay.
So after your information all flashes for a moment, the person behind the desk, the monitors kind of like sink into the desk, and the ones that are like hanging up kind of go black, and they take the visor off, and you see that it's a younger woman, and she kind of looks at you all, and she's like, "So why are you here?"
Oh, hi. hi. Nice of you to join us here. And thank you so much for inviting us into your lovely home. We're here to talk to you sort of about the ongoing Night City situation.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
She smiles, and one of the little robots like walks over, and a little screen pops up, and she's like, "You are Roxy Benito, aka Zigzag, a failed musician who is now trying to get back into the life of crime. What are you doing in my house?"
I mean, first of all, I'm a very successful musician, so your little bot really doesn't have all the updated information. And second of all, I believe you and I have some business to discuss regarding your family and my family.
You see all the little robots that were like doing tasks all kind of stop, and like they're all just kind of lined up along the sides of the room. So there's like kind of like this walkway between you all and the desk, and the rest of the room is just filled with the robots. More of them start to come out from the walls and start to fill in the empty space. So when you first came in here, there were 16, and you can't even tell how many there are now. They're just like waves and waves and waves of robots as they continue to flood out of the walls.
But there's like a runway to the desk, right?
Yeah, there's a hallway straight from you to the desk and from you to the door. But it's just like a straight line.
Walking towards her as I'm talking.
Awesome. Was there something you wanted to do, Ruby?
No, I was going to ask, do I recognize her voice as the voice on the that we heard talking about Bit, or is this a different voice even?
You know the voice that you heard before was Helvenica speaking to someone through the radio, and you can assume that it was her that Helvenica was speaking to.
That it was her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That was just what I wanted to kind of work out. And Helvenica's left the room.
That's correct.
Now. Ruby wants to take a small moment to panic inside.
Awesome. So Zigzag, you are boldly walking up to the desk, and you see that she's like, "Okay, well, you are you speaking on behalf of your family now?"
I'm speaking on behalf of our family.
Has Ma's health finally failed her?
Yeah, she might have overexerted herself recently.
Interesting.
Now listen. Can I be honored with the name of who I'm addressing here?
You see, she smiles and she's like, "I'm the Novus."
Excellent. Well, Nova Prime, here's what I have to just say to you. It looks like you are a little bit comfortably in the pocket of Omni-Sec, and I sort of just wave generally around. But they're playing nice and cozy with the Hyriders, and the Hyriders aren't playing by the rules.
You see that she presses some buttons on her desk, and the screen pops up, and she's like, "Omni-Sec and the Hyriders are not allies. And if they were, I would know it, because I know everything. There's nothing you can offer me that I don't already have."
Okay, so where's Bit?
As you say that, you see that she kind of like pauses for a moment. All the little robots kind of turn to look at her. And she's like, "Well, I don't know."
I start to cry a little bit.
I take this opportunity to take some shrimp from Raven.
As she's crying?
Yes.
I'm just sizing up all the robots in the room.
I hand some to Gizmo.
Takes shrimp.
Cigarette one hand, shrimp in the other, looking at robots.
Exactly.
So yeah, she's like, "I don't know. Can you tell me?"
Maybe you don't have all the answers then.
You see, she stands up from her desk, and you and her are about the same height, Zigzag. She's not a very intimidating looking person. She doesn't have any weapons on her. And
She doesn't need them.
she walks over to you and she's like, "So, the head of the Benito family has come to warn the Novas that we're going to be betrayed by Omni-Sec. Why? What's in it for you?
The Novas and the Benitos have had an arrangement for a time. We have our turf and you have yours. And sure, there are border scuffles, as any sort of neighboring nations are wont to do. But we've had a pretty mutually beneficial understanding for some time. When a new player comes into the game and upsets the whole board, maybe the game has to change a little.
She's just like, I like the way you think. But what's to stop me from killing you right now? And then we'll just take over your turf.
I mean, I guess nothing, but you're just taking my word that Ma's on the outs.
You see she smiles, and the other monitor cuts on, and you see outside where Ma and Bug are, there are like a bunch of people around the car with guns.
They didn't move the car? How has Ma survived this long? How have Ma and Bug survived this long? They didn't know to move the
She's
car?
getting slow in her old age.
You see that the leader of the Novas is like, it looks like you lied to me. Ma isn't on the outs. She's here.
I never said that she was dead. Just that she wasn't doing so well.
I need you to give me a good reason why you shouldn't be dead. All the little robots start to close in on you all.
I'm nervously throwing shrimp.
I pipe in. We know where Bit is.
Where is he?
Do you want to know? That's a reason to not kill us.
Bit is dead.
I punch Raven.
So, Raven, you say Bit is dead. Sid punches you and knocks the shrimp out of your hand. And you see that the leader of the Novas goes back and sits in her desk, and she's like, okay. She looks at you, Raven, for a moment as you're like on the ground with shrimp all around. And she's like,
while still crying.
I thought you worked for me. What are you doing with them?
Well, I'm not working for them either. But we're under attack. Who has the holodisc?
I mean, I'll take it. I assume I picked it back up.
Okay, well, it would be a really great time to show it to her.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of getting there.
Yeah.
We're here. Let's go.
You see, she's like, show me this disc.
Yeah, listen. We were meeting with Bit, and Bit died in an attack from the Hyredes, and I show her the holodisc that we had doctored.
She watches it, and she's like, I guess I don't know everything. All right. The robots all kind of go off back to doing work. The other versions of them crawl back into the walls, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going to investigate this, and you can stay here for now. The Manor has everything you could ever want, but you can't leave until we figure out what's going on."
So we're technically prisoners, but we're safe?
She smiles and she's like, does this look like a prison?
Well, no. I mean, you got great shrimp, and I mean, you smoke in here. Honestly, guys, I'm fine if we stay for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we appreciate your hospitality, but there are things happening sort of in Night City that we do need to attend to. I'm not looking to start a big war. You don't want that. I don't want that. Your people are under attack. My people are under attack. I think we can find a mutually beneficial agreement here, but we're not going to stay here as your guest prisoners while there's other things going on in the city. You take all the time you need to verify whatever sources you need to, and when you're ready to talk, we'll meet.
And how do I know you're not just going to run off and try to cut a deal with Omni-Sec or the Highriders?
Well, why don't you send some of your little robots with us, and they can keep an eye on us.
I turned to look up and I'm like, did you know that we were under attack? The Benito family was under attack?
No, I had no idea.
Okay, I just assumed since you knew everything.
But your Novas went to the Benito Ranch. How did you not know?
Our reach is far and wide, and I trust my sheriffs to handle things. It seems like Bit was keeping some secrets.
Yeah, well, the whole Benito family was under attack, so we're not going to try to form an alliance with them.
So if anybody would like to, you can make a human perception check.
Yeah, I'm confused as to how she's the leader, and I'm thinking she might not be.
I would like to do a human perception check.
I just look around for a curtain, maybe a little dog.
I'm still
some
throwing
levers.
I'm still throwing shrimp out like they're breadcrumbs, seeing if the robots will pick them up.
25.
Are you
Yeah,
still
but-
on the floor?
Yeah.
Everything that you're throwing, they're making copies of. So Ruby on a 25, she's lying. She did know that. And you get the feeling that she's trying to string you along for some reason.
Time. Just time
Maybe-
it out, kids.
I kind of whisper to Ruby, I go, maybe, and Zigzag, maybe Helvetica is really the leader here.
Helvenica.
That's what I said.
It's a good font.
It's a good font.
I mean,
She's a font of
That-
information, hopefully.
boom. That is actually super freaking obvious now that you just said it. Of course, that's what it is. That was a big charade.
Let's
So,
go.
She's obviously off. So let's get the hell out of this room because we're sitting ducks in this room.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave and go talk to the real Nova Prime.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of turn around.
Exactly.
I just start yelling, Helvenica! Helvenica! Come on.
Say it a third time and she'll appear, I'm sure.
Listen, and I ignore Raven, and I say, listen, I just start talking to the walls. I'm like, listen, we have history. You owe me at least to come look me in the face and tell me what's going on. It's literally the least you can do.
You see the person behind the desk is like, Mom, I told you that this wouldn't work. And Vinegar
She
comes
is
into the
Zigzag.
room.
This whole time I was like, she's just me, but the Nova version.
Vinegar
I
comes
knew
into
it.
the room and she's like, look, all right, we have to take certain precautions because we don't want people to know who the real leader of the Novas is. Okay?
Just real quick, Helvenica, I do want to tell you just real quick, you might want to make that apparent to everyone who works here, because when I said, please lead me to the Lord and or Lady of the House, they gave us your bedroom, so it does feel like maybe your security isn't as sort of tight. It's not kind of wrapped
maybe we
up.
table this. Maybe this isn't. We don't need to give security feedback. I have a lot of thought. Anyway, Helvenica, listen. I know. A lot of things happened a long time ago, but we have a lot of history. Okay, there's some stuff going on. I know you've been listening in, so you understand what's happening here. We've got to figure out a way to work together.
You see, she's like, well, it seems like I can trust you. Especially since you have that hollow disc. Fennec has been trying to take out the Novas for some time now. And we are planning to make a move against him soon. We could use your help. With the Benitos and the Novas together, Fennec doesn't stand a chance.
He's been trying to take me out personally, too. And I'm yes, the rest of you, fine. Listen, this is Zigzag.
No. So sorry. No, I wasn't trying to make this about me. Didn't
First
he
time for
tried
everything.
Yeah, I'm turning over a new leaf. Didn't he try and take you out using Nova goons?
No, he sent Gizmo.
But Bit knew nothing about it, though. But I thought that the instruction came from some Novas.
You see that the person behind the desk is like, yeah, I did notice that there are a lot of people who haven't really been checking in. I thought it was just like I thought it was just like, you know how Bit is? He like kind of does his own thing and he thinks he's like some big hot shot. And so I didn't think anything of it. I didn't say anything. And you see Helvenica's like, Callista, it's your job to keep track of this kind of stuff and let me know. And they kind of have a little moment. And you gather that the person behind the desk is Callista, and this is Helvenica's daughter. And Helvenica is the real leader of the Novas. And so she's like, all right, look, it doesn't matter. What I know is the people in this room right now, I can trust.
Well, that's
maybe
a
there
real
are
small amount of people.
Well, maybe we can use that to our advantage. We know that there are potentially leaks within the Nova organization, people who are turncoats. And who is this guy? All right.
He's a genius with some technology, but
may I? He is my current partner. Okay, so you take that as what you will, because maybe my taste in partners isn't always the best. We can talk about that later.
So you see she kind of growls at you. Gizmo, one of the robots is kind of like rubbing its head against you, like it's taking a liking to you.
I take it and I put it on my shoulder.
You got a little robot bell on your shoulder now. And
I like kind of glare a little bit in jealousy.
There's that one that just keeps like popping out shrimp just next to you. So Helvenica looks at you all and she's like, all right, what we need to do is plan a attack against Fennec, but I can't do it myself, because if there are leaks or people in the organization who are trying to betray us, then everything could fall apart. I'm trusting you, Benito. I'm trusting you. This could be a turning point. You said, can you trust her? And she's like, I haven't killed you yet. So
yeah, that's points in your favor.
It's true.
I mean, but you did just lie to us. So I'm just kind of trying to...
she kind of smiles at you, Ruby, and she's like, no, I know you're not talking about people lying, Ruby, okay?
I point again to the screens where people are surrounding Ma in the car.
And she's like, oh, they're not even in the car. The car's empty. It's just for show.
Well,
where are they?
Yeah.
You see Callista presses a button, and in the the dining room area, you see Ma and Bug like pigging out on a bunch of food.
How have the Benitos been a successful crime family for so long? Frankly, I'm shocked.
Also, the Novas, they literally trust anybody. They have like everybody doing stuff under their names with like no oversight whatsoever.
And these are the two families we're working with to take over.
Yeah, actually,
that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
Crime
so sorry.
when you hear your family.
Yeah, it's the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I think actually we shouldn't power up. We're just gonna let Omni-Sec and the Hyredes take Night City. We actually just think that maybe we don't deserve.
Maybe they deserve to take it over.
With our powers combined, we can
yeah.
get absolutely nothing accomplished.
Yes.
So Vinica's like, all right, guys, look, you can stay here.
All right, you clowns.
Unfortunately, you're our last hope, and you can stay here for tonight while we plan out our attack on Omni-Tech. But we have to keep this discreet.
So we're gonna work together now?
For now.
That's cool.
What information do you have on the Hyriders?
I know that Jafari Haji is a ghost. And seems like Fennec is the only one who has access to him.
And how do we get access to Fennec?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. If you have any ideas, I'm open.
I do.
We already had to go grocery shopping at Omni-Tech anyway.
Yeah, well, right, but I do. I mean, okay. He's out for us, but he's out for his old crowd. He's out for you, Helvenica. He's out for me. He's out for Ruby. The rest of the group kind of got caught up in all of this, I think. What happened at the end it's not, my brain doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I'm having cybernetic issues, and a lot of my memory has been really wrecked. And we think it was done on purpose because of something that happened. And I think it has to do with you, me, and Ruby.
A lot of things happened, Sid. I don't think this is the right time to get into it.
Okay, the world is about to end, so I don't know when is a better time. I mean, if we want to go have some dinner and sleep on it, maybe we could talk tomorrow, but that's about as much time as I think we should take. What are you keeping?
She's like, I guess if I tell you everything, it could help us. But it's probably better if I show you. And she turns to leave, and she's like, I need some time to make arrangements, but find me later tonight, and I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
She walks away. Zigzag, Callista kind of whispers to you. She's like, actually, I really like your music. I was just putting on a show earlier. Can I have an autograph?
Absolutely, you can, Callista.
So you
can we turn to Callista and say she's got a gig in a couple of nights? You want to come? You want a ticket?
Yeah, you can get your VIP tickets.
She's like, oh my gosh, can I?
But we got to trust you. We're trusting that you're on our side if we're giving you gifts, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Nice.
So you give her some tickets, and you all have a little bit of downtime in the manor. So is there anything that y'all want to do while you're in the manor?
Yeah, I
mean, I'd say Shrimp will punch you all in the face.
I mean, if we're all here,
I'll punch you all in the face.
Can I go down by the pool and see if that group is still there?
Yeah.
Merrick?
You go down by the pool, and you see Merrick is there, and there's like a giant pool party happening. Like there are people like playing volleyball, and yes, love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can we see that again, please?
This is what I was working on.
It's Gizmo.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Oh,
I need that.
That's so
my God,
amazing.
it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, your little robot buddy's just hanging out with you now. So if you want to name him, you could totally do that.
Oh my God, that's perfect. I'm thinking about it.
So yeah, like there's a party happening by the pool. You see Merrick is there. He's like having some drinks by the pool, just kind of lounging around.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh hey, Raven, I'm glad you could come hang out.
I go and I have a seat next to them.
So what's up? How you been? It's been a long time.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot happening in the world right now, and so I'm kind of like trying to navigate that and stuff. Yeah. So that's been kind of crazy. What about you guys?
He kind of turns to look at you and he's like, you doing all right, man? Like, you seem like you're pretty stressed out.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long couple of weeks, maybe. A long
4
lifetime.
days. Yeah.
I don't know.
4 days.
I don't know. I've been really overwhelmed recently with this new job that I have. So all the stuff that kind of comes with that, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've actually been thinking about getting out of the life. This is also kind of like a going away party for me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What are you gonna do next?
I don't know. I've always wanted to be a baker, and I know that there are a lot of biscuit shops in this city, but I feel like that market just has some untapped potential. Like, I think I could really make a difference there.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Well, if you ever start up a biscuit company, hit me up. I'd love to try some.
You know what? You'll be my first customer. And as you're talking to him, you kind of think about your conversation with Bug and how he told you that like nobody gets out of the life and there's no such thing as that. So that kind of plays in your head as you're having this conversation with Merrick.
I feel hopeful. Maybe Bug's just old.
Maybe.
We're reimagining crime families right now.
Awesome. Is there anything else that people wanted to do before we jump to the next thing?
I definitely want to try and reprogram my new friend.
Awesome.
Thank you. I was going to ask if you could do that with more than just one. Maybe have a few little buddies around that will
Well, maybe he
do
can
our
communicate
weaponry.
to the other ones. Let's see. Would that be cyber tech or basic tech? Whichever one's more.
Let's do a cyber tech since you're trying to sort of reprogram it.
Okay. It's a 19.
Excellent. So you start to like mess around with some of the wiring of the bot, and you see that pretty soon it just kind of powers down.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Broke his robot.
And
Is it the kind of thing where
Robot.
it's like done powered down, or is it like I can now tap into it to reprogram?
yeah, that's a good question. So, I mean, for right now, from what it seems like to you, it's just powered down.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep it around. I'm gonna like strap it in some fashion with like around my back, basically, with like whatever I have connected to my shotgun that's like slung around me.
Awesome. So you get your little buddy on your back, and you start to kind of walk off to rejoin the rest of the group, and then you hear like boop 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 boop, and it comes back online, and it's like kind of squirming on your back.
Hey, little buddy.
Awesome. So now you have
I unhook it. Now I guess it free roams.
Yeah, he just kind of climbs back up on your shoulder and just hangs out there. You feel like that. It feels like that's the spot.
Hey guys, look! I got a friend.
I'm so proud of you, Gizmo. That's a very good one. It's a great friend, and definitely will come in handy.
Awesome. So, Ruby, while everyone's kind of like hanging out and doing their thing, you get a text from Juno, and it says, send me your location. And then you get another text that says, it's urgent.
It's urgent.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize this as the way she would normally text to me?
I mean, I feel like that's a hard thing to decipher. You can make a check.
I know.
Let's do.
I mean, I don't know, but this is like shady timing. And every other time she's spoken to me, she's been not as direct. It could be direct in purpose or not. Is there a way to tell?
Let's do a human perception check. This is going to be a really hard check. So we'll see what happens.
26.
Okay, awesome. So you feel like it's weird for her to text you so directly, and it seems like uncommon for her to text you this way and like kind of casually also.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of what you decipher from it.
Okay. I'm just going to text back and say, where's my info, question mark.
You see like 3 ellipses, and then it goes away. And then you get a text that says, let's try this a different way. And then an image gets sent over, and you see Juno like beat up pretty badly and like tied up. And then you see another image come of Calypso like hanging over like a thing of acid that you can
Jesus.
see. And they're pretty beat up also. And then you get a text that says, send me your location or else. And that's going to be where we stop for this episode.
What? Oh, no! What?
So thank you all so much for watching. We look forward to finding out who is sending these texts to Ruby. Is the truce going to work out? I don't know.
No.
Thank you so much
it's a
for
good
watching.
thing we've got a little robot friend.
We'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.